everybody. Thank you for deciding to listen to this. Uh, as you might notice, I kind of rebranded everything away from the politics podcast, and I decided to change this more into my place to kind of spill my brain and unpack what I'm thinking. And I'm not planning any regular posts or anything, but just whenever an idea comes across, I want to kind of get it out there and share it. So I'm going to do that here. I don't think there needs to be any more real introduction or anything. Just thought I'd jump right into it. But something I've been thinking a lot about lately is silence and the benefits of silence and allowing yourself and your mind to rest and be calm. I do something at work. I work in a warehouse right now, and we get there at 7:30 in the morning. We start our work, and our first break is at 9:30. And so I have a goal every day set that when I get there, I don't listen to music, no podcasts, YouTube videos, or anything like that, for that first, hour and a half or 2 hours that I'm working. And I leave that as set aside time to think. This is something I started doing initially when I first came home from my mission early, and I was actually working at the same place at RC Willie, and I used that time to kind of mull over in my mind the situation I was in, what led me to that, what happened, everything. And it allowed me to understand on a deeper level what I need to do to get better, what I need to do to get back out on my mission. And it helped me really process the kind of difficult emotions that I was feeling at the time, and helped me overcome that burden. Something I've noticed for a long time, and I still notice a lot now, is just how locked in people are with being constantly stimulated, whether that's with music or Instagram reels. I'm the first person that should be called out for spending too much time on Instagram. I've had plenty of people tell me they see a reel and they're just scrolling and they just see that I've liked this reel already, and I've liked the next reel and the next reel and the next reel. I definitely spend way too much time on there. But what I've noticed is a lot of people are constantly inundated with noise, with static. And it doesn't allow their brain to breathe. They don't have the opportunity to think about and process emotions, their day, what's going on. And it really starts to build up. If you aren't allowing your mind to breathe, you're not allowing yourself to think and come face to face with some of these difficult thoughts that everybody has, everything's just going to kind of boil up and overflow eventually. I think a big reason we're seeing a large mental health crisis and everything in the world right now is because everybody is just always going. They don't allow themselves to think. Something when I was serving my mission, I would tell people to do when telling them to, or talking to them about praying, or reading the Book of Mormon or the Bible and having these spiritual experiences. Something I'd do is I'd let them pray, and I'd tell them to pray, and then just sit there for 30 seconds or a minute, Lord to speak to them, to give them time to hear, and to give them time to process what they were doing. I've found in my life that pausing during these spiritual experiences after prayer or anything like that, that you feel the Spirit on a much stronger and deeper level. And if you can expand that throughout your day, if you can take time to listen, you'll listen and you'll hear what the Spirit's telling you. You'll be able to work through difficult and hard emotions. You'll be able to overcome and do better in your life because you're becoming more resilient. You know, it's a difficult thing to face big emotions and scary ideas. But it's also an amazing opportunity you have to grow, to learn about yourself, to understand your mind on a deeper level, and to really become stronger mentally. I think we're so distracted and we don't have time to think. I've kind of I've been studying a lot about space recently, and the other couple months ago, when the Artemis mission was flying to the moon, I just want you to think, did you ever stop? Did you look up at the moon at night and think, man, there are people flying towards the moon right now that aren't on this earth? And just the great and wonder that brings. I think we keep our minds so filled with pointless topics, pointless fears, worries. We don't give ourselves time to stop, to look up, and to appreciate what we've been given, to truly have wonder and feel that joy that we can experience. I want you to stop and think about when the last time you truly had time to yourself to think, time to yourself to wonder, to be curious, to feel. We are so busy. Our lives are constantly going. With technology, there's always something new. There's always something pressing. Give yourself time to think. Give yourself time to process your thoughts, your emotions. Look up. Be curious about what is going on, what's out there. Enjoy life. There's so much to enjoy. There's so much beauty around us that we miss, that we don't get to appreciate because we don't take time, we don't take the silence that we need. Like I said, this is very unedited, very raw. Just kind of my brain spilling out, and I hope I made sense over this past few minutes. If you actually made it here and you're listening to this all the way through, I really appreciate it. I hope my words meant something. I know they help me. Just speaking them out loud helps me to understand myself better and my thoughts that I have floating around in my brain. I'll just reiterate, take time for silence. Make it part of your day. Think about your life. Confront your fears. Confront your hard emotions. you'll be better for it. I know you will be. I have. I've been able to understand myself on a deeper level, and I know you will too. Thank you so much for listening.